Alrighty, next deck up is an old one with a little bit of an upgrade that I want to test out. We're playing Labman Devotion, which is a deck we've played in the past and taken to Mythic quite a bit ago. I don't remember exactly when. But it's a pretty straightforward list. It's mono blue Devotion, but we have a combo inside. But we're also using some other things to generate some value. But the main goal of the deck is to assemble Wizard class plus Benthic Biomancer. So Wizard class is a 1-mana enchantment. It costs 3 to level up each time. At the beginning, you have no maximum hand size. Level 2, you draw 2 cards. And level 3, whenever you draw a card, you put a counter on a creature you control. And then Benthic Biomancer is a 1-mana merfolk. It has adapt for 1. And then whenever one or more counters are put on this creature, you draw a card and discard a card. So if you have Wizard class at level 3 plus a Biomancer, you draw a card. You can keep putting the counters on Biomancer to draw. Drawing a card puts a counter on a creature. You draw again, and you infinitely loop these to draw your entire deck. Until you can cast a Labman or just swing with a giant Benthic Biomancer. It is noteworthy that if you do not have another creature, this just draws your whole deck. You have to put that counter on something else from Wizard class in order to stop the loop. Now, in order to play Labman and get around interaction, we're also playing 4 Leyline of Anticipation. Lets us play all our spells as if they have flash, but also adds 2 Devotion for Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. But the new card that we are testing out today is going to be Pensive Professor from Strixhaven. So this is a 3-mana 0/2 human wizard with Increment, which is whenever you cast a spell, if you use more mana than this creature's power or toughness, you put a counter on it. But it has the same line of text as Benthic Biomancer. It says whenever one or more counters are put on it, you draw a card. So it also combos with Wizard class, giving us an additional copies 5 through 8 of Biomancer to go infinite with. Notably, you do not have to discard with this guy, which makes it easier to kind of keep your hand full so that you don't have to discard your interaction like Brazen Borrower and things like that too. Now, the rest of the deck is just stuff to help us kind of secure this combo and get it going quicker. I am playing the Omen Hawker package with Enigma Jewel because these let us level up Wizard class really quickly. But we're also trying Trackhand Trainer, which we played in the old one, but it's really easy if we're already playing this activated ability mana. We can just dump the mana even if we don't have Training Grounds onto the field yet. You can just draw some cards, turn through your deck that way. You'll notice we're also playing a Proph's Eidetic Memory because of Trackhand or, you know, an early Wizard class level 2, Benthic Biomancer, blah, blah, blah. We're able to start dumping some counters on things like that. And same idea, when you dump counters onto Biomancer or Pensive Professor, it lets you draw additional cards. Rounding off that 1-drop, we are just playing some Floodmaw as some general interaction. A few Brazen Borrowers. It already has Flash, so you can flash it in while you're going off with Biomancer in order to cut the combo and give another counter for another target for the counters. But again, it's also bouncing a non-land permanent in case our opponent has an interaction or a problematic something or other. And then to round that off, we're also playing Shark Typhoon. Same idea. You can dump the Jewel and Omen Hawker mana into it and make some pretty big sharks. But with Nykthos going, it's also easy to just kind of cast this. And even though we're not playing like crazy big spells, sometimes you can just start like hard casting Leylines and make a bunch of 1/1s off of Wizard class and Jewel and stuff like that. And it's enough to kind of get there, especially if you have multiples. So that's it. We'll see how we do. The metagame has changed quite a bit. There's a lot of spot removal going around. So I'm not super confident we're going to be able to combo off, but we'll try our best. And then sideboard-wise, we are mono blue, so I'm trying out 3 Harbinger of the Seas and 4 Force Negation. You'll notice we also have Specimen and Sink into Stupor to help sort of support that out of the side. A couple extra Mystical Disputes against those sneaky counter spells. Tormod's Crypt as our Graveyard Hate of choice, but usually we can be pretty quick on the combo. A couple Pithy Needles and some Unable to Screams. Might want to change this a little bit as we go, but for the most part, this is what we're going to start with, and we'll see how we do. But they're like, we're going to do a sleep study and test your REM sleep. I was like, that's wild. This hand's got really nothing going for it. This is match 1. Sure. It's a little awkward, but we'll try it out. Get rid of Biomancer. I think I'd rather lead on a track hand trainer and see if we can get a training grounds onto the field. This is a card. This is another card that I feel is nutty, but no one plays it. I'm actually gonna play Jewel here because we can start using that to filter our mana into Nykthos, which will help speed things up a little bit. But I personally think track hand trainer's nutty. I know people play it in like Ethereax's. Okay, that was it. No. Oh, well, yeah, that works too. People have played it in Ethereax's Merfolk Shell with Mind Spring. But I think it's just good on its own. Especially if you have other creatures to take advantage of training grounds. I don't think I've ever seen someone play Stab. Yeah, we'll play another one. Why not? We at least get to draw a card here. We are taking quite a bit of life, but I think that's okay. Double Training Grounds is very strong. Yeah, they seem like they're on a starter deck. And it also has 80 cards, so we're gonna lose to it. As we always do. Okay, what am I doing here? Am I just making a 3/3? I think I am. You know what? Let's play second Nykthos. And let's just drop a Shark Typhoon. And pass. And then next turn we'll drop a second one to make a 6/6. Yeah, opponents on cards they own. For sure. I don't even know what this does. Okay. Let's just hardcast this. Nice. Oh, draw a card. Hey, blue source. Draw another card. Dude, Track Hand Trainer's so good. In my brain, it's like in the realm of it. I know it's not, but it's in the realm of like Hydroponic Architect and Shaman and all sorts of stuff. I think we're just gonna bounce everything here and make ourselves some sharks. And then I think I also want to just be able to cast a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna float some mana, play a borrower, and then I think we're just gonna draw a couple more cards. Pensive Professor is pretty good. Another Nykthos is pretty good. We'll swing for 6 here. I always wonder how these people make it to, like, where they're at. Like, Plat's not that hard. Like, to go through Bronze, Silver, Gold, whatever. But, like, is this what they've been playing the whole time? Or were they a standard player and wanted to play Historic, but just, like, threw random cards together? Like, I don't understand that. Oh, did I not? I'm sorry, I didn't update stream. Do you guys see that? Can I fix it so it doesn't go off the thing? Yeah. Alright, opponent might have just given up here. So we'll give him like 30 seconds and then I'll stop recording and we'll move on to the next one. If they decide that's what they're gonna do. Okay. Range. We'll give this a shot. This hand's pretty good. We can go, we'll see if our Omen Hawker sticks around, but we can go turn 1 Hawker, turn 2 Wizard class level 2. And then maybe play into a Shark Typhoon. Cycled. But we'll see what we can snag here. Interesting. Draw 2 right away here. Leyline and a Specimen. Not bad. I'm gonna level this to level 3 right away, and I think we're just gonna play out our other wizard classes. Maybe we'll try and go for a beatdown plan here if our opponent's stuck on one land. Bajuka Bog. Interesting. There's a lab, man. Let's put a counter on this. Let's go for the fair plan and see what we can get to. There's another Hawker. Into a land. Second Hawker. Swing 4. World Tree, Bog, and Mountain. I'm gonna put all my eggs in one basket, chat. This guy has how many cards? 7, 8, 9, 10. He's played 61 cards. Do we have enough mana to... No, let's play Leyline here. Because then next turn we can... Well, on his turn we can Biomancer, activate Hawker, and then flash in Labman. We have enough mana for that. Demand answers. Ah, Chad, he's a little persisty boy. But he's at 11. Hopefully he doesn't have haste here. But based on what I'm seeing, we'll probably bring in the Forces and the Harbingers. Cathartic Reunion. Discards the Necromancy. Okay, fast start for us. We're going to combo off next turn. But we'll bring in these. Let's bring in the Forces. Let's bring in the Harbingers. Let's drop a Proft. Let's drop a Labman. He hasn't seen the combo yet, which is fine. Floodmon is probably okay. We could probably drop a couple Sharks and a Leyline. Maybe a Professor or two. Try something like that. Now we're playing 61 cards. Alright, chat. Let's see what we got here. No lands. Awesome. Love that for me. Leyline would Trackhand Trainer and nick those. With an Odawara in hand. That seems rather slow. Sure. Not great, but we'll try it. We might just get turn 2'd here. I'm having a real tough time with mulligans today, chat. We've been getting shafted. Which is what it is, but it seems like he has it here. Puts what into play? Flesh Gorger and Tyranic Rex. We can bounce the Delta. We take 4. There's our Force Negation, which is 1 turn too late. Alright. Let's go to deep 3. Small gens of 5 suck. Send it again. We just need a Crypt or a Force Negation in our opener. I feel like we'll be alright. That is neither. Okay. Okay, chat, I can take this. This is good. Get rid of the Omen Hawker. We do have to find a land, but I like Force Negation in our opener. Sarah's emissary. Okay. I liked that, chat. Swing one. Also good for us that he's not playing basics. Opponent does have an emissary, which we will... Or, I'm sorry, it does have a persist, which we will do that too. Let's play our Harbinger. Let's see if he has basic swamp. He does not. He does have a looting. Is it worth me cracking this to draw a card? Probably. Second Omen Hawker. Kind of just got to beat down quick here. I'm sorry, we can't crack it. My apologies. In my brain too much. We have a Harbinger. What do these do? Is there one down here? Paints? Wow! This guy threw something at me. Cast another looting. We're at least trying to get him low enough so he only has persist or necromancy and not access to life either. Discards the necromancy. Non-basic swamp. That's another good pickup for us. Puts him on a 2-turn clock. Cast looting again. So this guy's got 3 lootings. Flesh Forger, persists. It's Flash and Borrower. Pensive Professor's pretty good. Okay, GG's. Harbinger coming in clutch there. Match 3. This hand looks pretty fun. Not a lot of interaction, but we do have a nice ley line with a Nykthos and an Omen Hawker to start. Maybe Blue-Black Frog here. I kind of... we'll probably lead on Jewel, actually, unless he snags it. I think Frog's my least favorite card to play against right now. My least favorite used to be a Johnny, and now it's Frog. Frog ban win. Opponent, please just pick something. Okay. He picked the card I did not want him to pick. We're going to get our Omen Hawker blown up. Troll of Khazad-dûm. Into a Black Source. Into a Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Oh, shit. Unholy Heat. This guy's gaming. Alright, we'll play an instant speed game. See where that gets us. Opponent ponders. If it was like Aquatic Settler or something, they'd be pondering right away. Maybe just bricks his Frog. Is Unholy Heat even good unnerfed? I'm gonna flash in my Biomancer. He can take my Labman if he wants it. Takes my Professor. So you gonna kill the Benthic? No, he does not. Actually, let's swing one. I'm not gonna crack the Islet yet. There's the Frog. I'm gonna bounce the Frog. Currency Converter's cool. I like that card quite a bit. Let's play Labman out and kind of threaten him a little bit. Opponent ponders. Well, we know Force will be good. Harbinger might be good here, too. He probably disputes. What else have been... What are people playing in Modern? What are they testing? I saw Spike playing that 1-mana bear with Prepare that rampant growths. I thought that was funny. I mean, that card's kind of fun. It's a 1-drop, so it can't be that, like... It's not that big of an opportunity cost. But I just think it's funny that he's playing a bear. Okay, opponent replays the frog, which is good. We find a specimen. So, let's bounce the frog again. Cool. Let's crack the islet. Currency. Do I want to swing into and trade out a 2/2? I don't think so. We'll just chill. Is he gonna make a 2/2 here? I think he might be Gritch's Monument. What's that alchemy that seeks something when you discard? The Artillery Enthusiast? The 1-drop? Is it Gabo? That seeks alchemy card that... Crucius? Or Crucius? Crucius. Yeah, they're not playing Luris. So he might be going big into, like, Shieldred territory. No, not that one either. Very beyond that turn suit and frog. The creature. Do I know what you're talking about? I don't know if I know what you're talking about. I would love a Wizard Glass off the top, but we do not find it. I think we're going to cycle the Biomancer. I wonder if he'll discard stuff. Goyfs. Okay. I feel like I know what you're talking about, but my brain's not with you. I love Currency Converter, such a fun card. Goyf does Psychic Frog is a beating. Are we dead here? Not quite. 6, 7. Block here. 6, discards 2 maybe. Are we just gonna... Can I combo him off next turn? Hey, Brave. We're at 5. He's on Architect, too. Just seems like he's on Grixis Goyfs, and he's playing some interesting tech. Converter's a good grindy card. Okay, Oliphant. Sick. But I don't have any way to start comboing, do I? We have Borrower and Trackhand Trainer. But then we don't have any way to, we don't have any way to get going until next turn. We are close. Okay, Harbinger is a must. Force Negation is a must. I think we're bringing in Mysticals. Am I bringing in Crypt too? I think I should. That's a lot of shit. Let's crack a lack and Brave. I think I want to keep the typhoons in. Let me drop the Omen Hawkers. Jesus. Gritch's Goifs with Converter. Maybe he's not on Monument. I'm hanging in there. This is a decent hand to start with. Double Force is hot. I assume we're gonna get Thought Seized on one, and I don't even know if it's worth it. Oh, okay. Same old, baby. I've been playing a little bit of our zombie mint list off stream, and that's been fun. Hydroponic Architect. That's a good one, chat. That's a good one for sure. Makes himself a 2/2. I don't know if we want to cycle, or do we just want to draw? I think we kind of just want to draw a card. Unless he casts something here. Ponder is fine. Let's draw. Second Typhoon is gross. Jewel is good. We're gonna swing one. See what our opponent does. If they cycle and then currency converter, make a 2/2. Which I kind of feel like what's gonna happen, yeah. So we'll just draw a card off of this. Diviner of Fate. Oh. Yes, I've seen that card played quite a bit too. That card's pretty good. This currency converter's kicking our ass, chat. Well, we did find a Nykthos. I would like to see a Harbinger. Narset. I'm gonna force that. Okay, so we can make, what is this? 4, 5, 6, 7. We can make a 6/6 shark. Does he have Fatal Push for it? I assume. Yeah. Give me a card draw though. Trackhand Trainer. These guys just play so much spot removal, chat. It's crazy. I can't keep up. You have Counterspell too? No. I can't even make an extra training grounds here because I'm gonna be dead. Gross. You're gonna draw, discard, bitter turn. Okay, we're just dead, chat. Jesus, I just can't fight through all that spot. Sorry, almost forgot to start recording, but I caught myself, boys. 2 mana into a Marionette Apprentice. Yes, sir. Is double Trackhand Trainer funny here? Kinda, but let's draw a Woman Hawker. We can at least draw a card next turn. Chat, apparently I applied to be a watchmaker's apprentice, and I don't remember doing that, but I didn't get it. I think I talked about that last stream, but that was funny. I was like, when did I apply to that? Am I double blocking here? Kind of want to. We have so many track hand trainers. I think that's a fine thing to do. Alright, let's play double. Ooh, and nick those off the top. It's hot. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I just hit the wrong button, chat. That's okay. I was gonna play second track hand trainer, but actually a wizard class is pretty good. We have pensive professor, so we can try and combo him here. We don't have lab man, so it might take us 2 more turns. 4 mana. He might be playing the new. Oh, he's on G deck, chats. Opponent swings. Doesn't sack. We go to 11. Pass. Shark Typhoon. Let's play track hand since it's kind of free. We'll tap this. Let's activate Nykthos. Let's float this. Yeah. Let's trigger this. Yeah, he's a cat away from winning. We gotta find a, something or other. How much mana do we have? We're 1 short of comboing off. No. No. Sink into stupor. Kinda sucks, huh? Should we just draw another card? What am I looking for? A Floodmaw? Or a Brazen Borrower here? Eidetic Memory does not do it. We can still draw off the Eidetic Memory, though. We get something on the field, but we might just be dead, chat. Second Nykthos does not do it. We'll put 4 counters on this. I was digging, boys. I tried. We'll bring in some... Alright, he could still whiff, maybe. Unless he just has it. No, he just has it. Was he trying to... work out a counter spell? He's pretty greedy mana base too, huh? I think Shark Typhoon's a little slow. We'll drop a Lab Man. Drop the Eidetic Memory. Drop a couple Pensive Professors. Maybe drop 1 Open Hawker. Tough. Tough. So many linear things happening these days, huh? You hate to see it. Yeah, nap, chat. I'm tired. Alright. There's a Crypt. Jewel plus Wizard class is pretty good. Let's try it out. Do I just want to play Crypt immediately? I think I do. I don't know what the chances he would somehow play discard, but... Even then, it's tough if he plays other stuff before he plays Familiar, because then he can double sack foods. Thought Partition. haywire mate. Chat, he came prepared. He came prepared. Okay. Well, there's also a good chance he has... Is it better to name Umbral, or is it better to name Cat? If he's playing Sephiroth, it's probably better to... Better name Cat. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But he's like I said, he's also playing Sephiroth, which is annoying. He can just kind of play a big board and then go. I think he's gonna. Oh. Marionette Apprentice. I'd like to try and bait him into the wizard class, but I want to stick to this. We'll play second. Let's just draw another set of cards. We have a Flood Maw. That gives him something else to fire off a Haywire Might at. I guess we could have targeted Might directly, but... Oh. Oh no, I updated stream, right? Yeah. I don't know why we're playing. We didn't draw like any Delians today, and we've only seen Pensive Professor like once. My decks like don't want me to play with new cards. Alright, opponent's just gonna keep swinging. They kept up the Haywire Might mana. We'll see if he sacks the Apprentice to spin into like a Sephiroth or something. Oh no. Chat. Internet died. Oh, we're back. No, we're not. Give me a second. Why does it do that? Sorry about that, chat. We're coming. Sorry, opponent. We're back. It's always around the 10 to 10:30. We randomly drop out every time. All right, opponent is doing something. Finds another Haywire Might, which is fine. Let's play our Track-Aid Trainer. Let's drop this onto the field. We're gonna level up, I think. I almost want him to tap out, or at least play something, and then we might actually bounce the... I don't know. Is he also Yogg? He's gonna Fatal Push that. Does he have a land? I think Leyline's good here. We have what, 5 mana? Let's just chill. I need another source of card advantage. Does he not have a green source? Doesn't seem like it. Kinda want to name Haywire Might. Yeah. Chat, he said there's a hole in my plan. Now he's gonna fatal push my specimen. Thought I had default mute on, but I guess not. We are out of cards though. We'd like a Shark Typhoon or something here. Or another trainer. That's not a trainer. Second Apprentice. Our draws, dude, our draws tonight have just sucked. Just in general, it's just one of those days. There's a Samwise Gamgee. But I mean, we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. We're just dead. We just drew lands. All right, last match with Devotion. Let's lead on Jewel so we can at least Wizard class on 2. But Yawgmoth ate us for breakfast there, boys. We get Thoughtseized. Chat, is it just gonna be more frog decks? Are all we gonna face frog? Praven, are you proud of me for getting to Mythic? Praven's not even here. He's not a true believer. Opponent, what are you taking? You should take my wizard class, but you might take my biomancer instead. I don't know why you did that. Actually, yes, I do. Let's play this and play a wizard class too. And then we'll cast this. We'll play our biomancer. It's gonna get pushed off a cliff. We haven't even comboed at all, which sucks. Also, what version of Labman is this? Opponent Prismatic's endings are Jewel, and he has the Fatal Push. So are we just assuming Esper here? Okay, a couple pickups there. Not the worst. Okay, this is version 2. We find an Omen Hawker. Let's at least get this on the field. No removal from opponent there either, which is good. What are we right now? 2 and 2? Harbinger also might be decent against this guy. Hello, opponent. Hello, opponent. Hello, opponent. Hello, opponent. Hello, opponent. Hello, opponent. Yeah, he's a little frog player, isn't he? He's a little frog player, chat. What do I want to do? Do I just want to play the Hawker and bounce the frog? That's kind of what I want to do. Swing for one. At least fires up our devotion next turn. We have the Biomancer too, so maybe we just try and go into a instant speed kind of game. We'll drop a ley line, or try to drop a ley line next turn. He's also playing Vista, which makes me think he's also on Architect, which would make sense. Starting town for Prismatic Ending. Overlord. Okay, maybe not Chet. Maybe he's on a little more spice. He's on a Ketramos build. Okay, I'm here for it. That lets us do quite a lot then, huh? Six devotion. He casts frog. We can double Biomancer, and then he's just drawing a card here. Does he have? Okay, he can get this online, right? Indeed. Bum, bum. Is he going for one more? Kind of seems like it, yeah. Opponent's drawing another card. 4 mana. Parallax Slave. Okay. I like it. This is instant speed, right? Indeed. Alright, he's tapped out. He does have instant speed removal, but we're going to see what happens when we play a Biomancer into a second Biomancer. We're at 7. But then if he exiles both of those, his upkeep would get them back. Is this on upkeep? Remove it. Unless he's playing Flicker Whiz, but not at instant speed though. Okay. So there's a chance we can go off. Well, I guess not. Because then we don't have Wizard class leveled up. Find second track hand. He can fly the frog. I'm sorry, I don't understand how fading works. Never mind. It's if you can't, not when the last one comes off, yeah? I misjudged. We'll bring the forces. I'll bring in the screams. Let's drop that. Pithy Needle might not be the worst idea either. He's playing Prismatic Ending though, which sucks. Let's drop that. Yeah. He's just gonna have so much versatile removal. We're gonna have a tough go. This deck was better when there wasn't as much mid-range in the format. And now it's just getting eaten up. But that's alright. We got nothing better to do, chat. We're just testing ideas. We're just seeing how stuff works. How's the chat? My YouTube channel is at 86 subscribers. I've had plus 13 in the last 30 days. That's pretty good. There's been 123 hours of watch time in the last month. Who the fuck is watching me for almost 125 hours on YouTube? That's crazy. Tetramos is still pretty good. Sparring Spike was real high on that card, and then he kind of just fell off of it. But, I mean, you know, he's testing a bajillion decks like we are, but you know what I mean. All right, chat. This doesn't really have any of the things I want. But I'm a sucker for Trackhand Trainer, so we might get turn 1 Prismatic Ending on our Jewel. And then we cry. Oh, here it comes, baby. Or Thoughtseize. I call him like I see him, though. There it is, baby. I'm so smart. I'm high on Trackhand Trainer is such a fun card. I think it's a good one, boys. There's a frog. Shout out to our frogs. I think I just want to bounce frog and play an Omen Hawker. I guess I could have waited till his turn, but I'd rather him take a turn off just to recast the frog instead of getting countered, maybe. But we also might just see a Ketramose, or not. Biomancer's good. Yeah. Let's float. Let's convert some mana. Let's play a Biomancer. I want to draw a card off of this. Play another Omen Hawker. Let's see what survives. Watch us get pest controlled. We're gonna get pest controlled and kill ourselves. Maybe. There's Ketramose. He has how many cards? 2 in here, 4 in hand. He'll discard 1 to frog, exile, draw a card. Which we know. Also, well, I assume he swings at us first to get an extra card in hand. Correct. Again, a Harbinger would be good here. Not great, but good. He's already kind of established. We can still combo him out, possibly. Just gonna draw 1 more, so this can block. And he passes back to us. So let's draw. We don't find anything super relevant there. So let's dump a bunch of mana into Nykthos. Draw a card. Let's draw another one. Let's draw 1 more. We find a wizard class. we find a second Omen Hawker. And we pass back. Let's see what happens. We have enough mana to level up and draw. Yeah, you know he does. I'm telling you, Pest Control wipes my whole board for 2 mana. I'll take an Overlord. Yeah, he's just a little blinky boy. I think he's just gonna try and hit me for a bunch. Can he... So he can discard 3, draw another card, discard 3. That makes it into 8. Plus the Tetramos is 9. Draws another. He has to discard at least 7 cards here. He can discard 5. Draw 3 off the Tetramos, go up to 6. He can kill me here, right? Brought in Consigned to Memory. Or maybe he has that main board. Yeah, he's gonna go for it, boys. For Exacties. We could have double blocked, but that doesn't let us win next turn. We had to at least try and threaten a lethal, but he's got us. So, obviously the meta is a lot more hostile when you have Jungoifs and all these Psychic Frog decks just packing a buttload of removal everywhere. Obviously the whole point of this was just to test Pensive Professor, which now that we've been playing it more, I think this is maybe a 2 of. We're gonna drop that down. But it's just tough because you're like, you're an all-in combo deck basically, and you have a little bit of play, but like I almost start to feel like maybe Shark Typhoon's not good here anymore. This was like our kind of plan B because we had Jewel plus Hawker, but like hard casting this is only good if you have more Shark Typhoons to follow it up with, because you only have like 1-drop interaction. So I'm almost wondering if we try to streamline a little more. We dump Professors, maybe we dump the Typhoons, we move the Forces to the main board, and kind of go from there. Maybe up the Flood Maws, up the Brazen Borrowers, just to have some more bounce play. I guess you could also play main deck Harbinger, but that kind of isn't the game plan. But kind of ruins your Nykthos. But I just think we're just a pretty linear deck that doesn't have the interaction or the protection for the combo that it actually needs against those kinds of decks. So we're just going to get boned because we're going to be a little slower than everything else and not have the same protection as the other combo decks too. So we're kind of just like the worst of both options, if that makes sense. So we'll probably tune this a little more. This deck we play every once in a while because we keep getting like new additions to it. Trackhand Trainer was the most recent one. Obviously Wizard Class, it only exists because Wizard Class got alchemized. And Professor seems like a neat addition. It is also a wizard, which is kind of relevant. Same with Biomancer's a wizard. So maybe there's something we can do with that and lean into something there. I don't know. But for now, that's probably what I'd do. I'd probably cut these down, cut Typhoon completely, play with some other numbers, and move the Forces to the main board and run it back. But I don't know, still fun. Trackhand Trainer's still a good card. I love the Jewel package with Omen Hawker and stuff. I always enjoy playing these decks, but sideboard-wise, I felt like we had some tools for everything. Harbinger's obviously pretty strong right now with all the greedy mana bases. But yeah, I don't know. It was better back then. It got worse now that the meta shifted, which is kind of the way she goes. But we'll freeze there with this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.